And again, this is free for any aspiring or existing business in King County. This is really kind of taken on, and this was a great tool before COVID, but it's kind of taken on a new meaning in the wake of the COVID crisis. And I want to just play a brief video if we have time.
Local and small businesses have always been the primary driver of economic growth, including the vast majority of new job creation. You look at this chart, this tracks net new job creation from 1993 to 2015. The line in green is small business and the line in blue is large business. Small business created 425% more net new jobs. So this is even more important in the current economic climate of coronavirus. Yet local entrepreneurs and businesses also want to minimize their risk of contracting coronavirus through physical contacts and meetings with economic developers, SCORE, SBDCs, and business advisors. So this means that economic developers need online business assistance services that reduce or eliminate physical interaction. I'm going to turn it over to Ashton Allison to talk more about the work that they're doing at the Seattle Chamber. Please, Ashton.
So thanks again. My name is Ashton Allison. I'm the Director of Business Retention and Expansion for the Seattle Metropolitan Chamber of Commerce. We're a little bit of a different animal than some of the other economic development organizations around the state in that we focus solely on business retention and expansion. My background goes way back. I'm originally from Texas and am a certified economic developer through the International Economic Development Council. My background is in marketing and business development. I did business retention and expansion a third of the time when I was a practitioner in Texas and really became passionate about it because, as you probably heard many times as a kind of one of the compelling stats for business retention expansion, up to 80% of new jobs and investment are created by retention expansion activities. So we also serve as the King County Associate Development Organizations. Our service territory is King County, Washington. And as you probably know, the Seattle region has served as a ground zero for the pandemic, which started, I think, around January 20th. First case of coronavirus was announced in our region. So we've been on the leading edge of this pandemic, and it's been uncharted territory for us. We've had to learn as we go and build the plane as we're flying it, as I know many of you are as well. And so I'll just kind of briefly provide some context for why we originally decided to invest in the Size Up product, and then how we've kind of pivoted our promotion of the product to these new and challenging times. We are relatively new to this function of business retention expansion at the Chamber. It started in July of 2018. And one of the first things that happened when I came on board in October of 2018 was that we surveyed our jurisdictions. King County, as you probably know, is a big county. A lot of different industries are represented. We have 39 jurisdictions, which include incorporated cities, census designated places, towns, and some unincorporated areas. So very diverse. And we wanted to get a kind of a baseline of what our partners, our jurisdictions and unincorporated areas needed most. And one of the things, the second in terms of what they most desired were tools and resources that help support small business assistance. And there's a lot of great resources out there for small business owners and entrepreneurs. We were made aware of Size Up as a product that could help do that. So we invested in Size Up for all of King County, which included even those jurisdictions that straddled the county lines. And we're really impressed with, number one, the simplicity of the ease of use and just how the information was displayed. Now that we are in this new paradigm, I think Size Up is really important in two major ways. Number one, there are a number of folks. I mean, you saw the stats earlier of how many of us are working from home. Many of those folks are small business owners that in many cases have more time on their hands. And Size Up gives them the ability to, number one, monitor this rapidly shifting competitive landscape that we're all experiencing. Unfortunately, many businesses are not going to survive this challenge. And so Size Up is a great way for folks to kind of keep an eye on the shifting competitive landscape. Number two, our supply chains are going to shift. And I've seen a lot of smart people that have kind of commented on this, and it's an ongoing situation, but many folks believe that our supply chains are going to become more regionalized. And one thing that Size Up allows us to do is to map competitors and suppliers. So it will give our small business owners and service providers the ability to kind of keep an eye on that shifting supply chain landscape. So we're really excited to have Size Up available to all of our businesses in King County. I know that the Washington State Department of Commerce has also invested in a state level version of Size Up that's available to anyone. So I would encourage you to spread the word that this is an outstanding resource. There's a lot of great resources available out there between Size Up and what the Seattle Public Library and the King County Library and other library systems offer, and other data tools that are available, and just publicly available data that's out there for free. But we have been very happy with what we've gotten through Size Up and the feedback that we've gotten from folks who have been able to use it. And the great thing about it too is that it's not just for existing business owners, but it's for aspiring entrepreneurs and small business owners as well. And so we know that unfortunately there have been a lot of layoffs and people who are probably being introspective about and thinking about what their long-term future looks like, and maybe developing a side hustle or their own small business. And so Size Up gives them the ability to kind of do some due diligence and research into what that might look like if they were to start a small business. And so we're excited to offer that for free to all of our King County businesses and aspiring entrepreneurs and small business owners.
Thanks so much, Ashton. Those are really terrific insights, understanding how your organization can really help not only the existing businesses, but also the future entrepreneurs.
Let me bring this back up. Okay, well, I would encourage you to go to seattlechamber.com/reach, REACH, and you're welcome to look at that video. It really gives some kind of additional context within the COVID crisis on how this tool can be used for both aspiring and existing business owners.
Okay, thank you right there.
So just a few.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I just wanted to quickly run down how we have been kind of pivoted our operations, our program of work to respond to the coronavirus outbreak. First off, we have been called upon by the state, since we are a partner and funded primarily by the state, to administer the state's Working Washington Small Business Emergency Grant Program. This application process has been closed, actually. However, they have added some funds. It was originally $5 million for the entire state, which is really a modest amount. Every little bit is welcome, obviously, but was really encouraged to hear that they've added some money to that fund, which will provide up to $10,000 per business. Employees at least a year in business. Sole proprietors are welcome. And it's really meant for those businesses who have been most impacted by the government mandated closures. So unfortunately, it's not available, it's not open anymore, but this is one area that we have helped to advocate for our small businesses. Number two, and this is probably most important to the folks on the call, is that we provide referrals and technical assistance to businesses in need. So we have, in the wake of this crisis, we have increased our capacity at the Chamber to respond directly to businesses who are in need of, whether it's public health guidance or just impact mitigation in terms of how we can help their business, or how we can help them plug into various resources that are available. That is, we are more than happy to do that. I would encourage you to reach out. I'll provide my contact information at the end of this presentation. And we are, through the Chamber's External Relations Department, advocating for more technical assistance, especially for underserved businesses to kind of navigate all the resources that are available. As you know, SBA offers some of the most in demand and really well-resourced funds, just so more where resources are available. It's available because in some cases and for some businesses that assistance
I think he dropped off.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, I think I just got booted. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Perfect.
All right. Let me reshare my screen again.
Yeah.
How much time do I have?
Yeah, you got 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Okay. I'm drawing to a close here. So just lastly, we serve as an information hub. We're sort of a clearinghouse for cities to help their local business community to find those resources that are most important to them.